Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will share with you a very beautiful triangle shawl recipe that I prepared with spaghetti yarn, soft geek yarn. First, I want to show you our model up close. Look, our starting point will be this end, and look, it is a very beautiful example. It is a wonderful open work model. It is also very easy to make. I am sure that even those who start knitting for the first time can do it very easily. Look, right now, I want to show you the edge ends. Look, the reverse side looks like this, one end is like this. Let's look at the edge details. It is a really wonderful example. Look at the other end. This way, the cast on is a very beautiful yarn. Spaghetti yarn, soft cake yarn, is especially beautiful for shawls such as thin, springy knitwear, etc. I definitely recommend that you get to know this yarn. The color transitions are also wonderful. I used half of a ball. Those who remember, I had prepared a neck collar before. I prepared this shawl with the remaining yarn from that yarn. It really turned out very nice. It was a great project that I liked. I hope you like it and try it. Before moving on to our detailed recipe, I would like to make a small request from you. You can subscribe to our channel for free. I would be really happy if you liked the video and leave your comments. Let's move on to our recipe. I used half of the soft cake yarn of the spaghetti half. If you remember before, I worked a neck collar starting from the cream color until the green yarn ended. Look, from the point where the green yarn ends to the point where the brick color starts, I prepared this work of mine. This is again a small triangular shawl like this. In other words, it was the size of a neck collar. In other words, we can call our triangular shawl a neck collar. As I said, you can easily make 2 neck collars from one ball. Or you can also get a large triangular shawl by using the entire ball. I want to share the feature of this yarn with you right away. You can use the mixture of 55% cotton, 45% acre, 250 grams in weight and 1000 meters in length. Look, you can see the color transitions. It's great. There are many different color options. You can also visit spaghettiyarn.com to see different color options. Look, the short side of our triangle shawl is 45 centimeters and the longest side is 1 meter 35 centimeters. I used half of the ball and obtained a neck belt with these dimensions. Now, while describing the model to you, I will be describing our model with a cotton yarn. When working with this yarn, look, my crochet hook number was 2.75 millimeters when working with soft cake yarn. Now, since I will be working with a cotton yarn, my crochet hook number will be 3 millimeters. You can determine your own crochet hook number according to the thinness and thickness of your own yarn, the tightness and looseness of your knitting. First, we start with a chain. After locking our first chain here, I pulled a chain of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After 7 chains, I sink into the chain that comes after the lock chain. I pull a loop from this point. I slide the loop I pulled out from the waiting loop, and I'm taking this short yarn in between. After I take this point, I go up with 1, 2, 3 chains. I wrapped it around my hook. Now I'm knitting 6 double crochets into my ring. How do we knit a treble crochet? We wrapped it around our hook, we sink into our ring, we cast on a stitch. There are 3 stitches I'm filling. I wrap both of them together again. We create our double treble crochet by knitting them both together. Now let's knit our double treble crochet in a total of 6 seconds at this stage. If you think I knitted too fast, you can slow down the video, or on the contrary, you can watch it by speeding it up by hiding the short yarn. Look, we have knitted 2, 4, 6 treble crochets. This is how we started. Now I am pulling 1, 2, 3 chains, turning our knitting. I am filling my hook, and by sinking into the first space that comes, I am knitting a double treble crochet here. Look at the first space. Now I am not counting the chain as treble crochet. I am knitting 6 treble crochets in the first space. Here too, I knitted 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the same space. 6 treble crochets. Now I am counting starting from the next treble crochet. I am sinking into points 1, 2, 3. I sinked into spaces 1, 2, 3. I cast on a stitch. I am knitting my tight needle. Now at this point I am pulling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains and filling it with the hook, and the 1, 2/3 space here corresponds to the chain space. You can also look at this gap like this. Let's look at the chain. We are the 1, 2/3 space, the space of the chain. I have slipped into the chain and pulled out a loop, and I am knitting a double treble crochet. Look, we have completed the second row like this. Now we are pulling 1, 2, 3 chains and turning our knitting over. We wrapped it around our hook. Look at the first space that comes, the treble crochet space. Now I'm knitting 6 treble crochets at this point. 1, 2 in the same space. 3, 4, 5 and 6. We knitted our 6 treble crochets, then I come to the wide space of 5 chains and knit 1 single crochet. Look, without wrapping, I am directly inserting into the wide space of 5 chains. I took a loop and I am knitting my treble crochet after the treble crochet 1, 2, 3, 4. After pulling our 55 chains, look, I am not weaving the single crochet point. I will count from the treble crochet here, the first treble crochet. The second and third treble crochets are in vain. I am inserting directly. I took a loop and by knitting the treble crochet we have created an elephant here. In other words, we have created the open work part. Now I am filling directly with the crochet. Look, after the net here, a fan pattern should come. I am filling directly with the crochet and now I am counting from the next treble crochet here. 1, 2 I will insert into the third space. The space I insert is not a chain, it should be the top of the treble crochet. Look, we will not use the edge chains here. I am inserting into 1, 2 and the third treble crochet, so the last treble crochet is at this point, and I am knitting 6 treble crochets at this point. 1, 2, fly, 4, 5 and 6. Look, we knitted 6 treble crochets. Now I go up with 1, 2, 3 chains and turn my knitting. I wrapped it with a hook. Look at the first space that comes. I knit 6 treble crochets in the first space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I knitted 6 treble crochets. Look, this edge will always continue full like this. After knitting 6 treble crochets, I count from the next treble crochet. 1, 2 I am inserting into the third space. Look, I am inserting the third treble crochet into 1, 2 and 3 and knitting single crochets. We will leave 2 spaces like this each time and we will have inserted into the third. Now look, this part is full like this. It will always progress in a fan shape, but on this left wing it will be different. Now you will see that. It has a very easy logic. Now we will pull 5 chains at this point after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, it directly meets us with the net. There are now 2 treble crochets here. I pass the single crochet point. I directly insert into the net. Look, I directly insert into the point of bile. I directly knit single crochets into the point of 5 chains. I fill it with a hook. Now we have 1 single crochet here. Look inside this tight needle like this. I am knitting 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Why did I knit 5 here? Now in this model we will knit 6 crochets on the edges, that is 6 crochets when finishing and starting. But the middle of the model will consist of 5 crochets. We will have worked 6 crochets only at the end and beginning. We will have created 5 crochets and 5 chains in the middle. Now after creating 5 crochets, this is the next crochet here inside the tight stitch. I am directly inserting into the 1, 2, 3 space. I have attached this point with a single crochet. Now take a look, I am pulling my 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. When we look at the model, the logic is that the model will progress in the form of a fan, a net, a fan and a net. Now, since it is the end edge, I cannot attach it with a single crochet here. This point needs to be long. So after 5 chains, I fill in the hook and look. I am counting from the next double crochet. I am inserting into the 1, 2, 3rd double crochet. The chain will remain here. That is, I am inserting into the top of the last double crochet and making the last net while doing it in the end net. It is necessary to finish in the form of a 5 chain double crochet. Now we will go up with 123 chains. We go up with 3 chains each time and turn the knitting. This is valid for both edges. After 3 chains I fill in the hook and look, the first double crochet is the top. I am knitting 6 double crochets into the first space. What were we doing in the beginning? We were knitting 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It is definitely necessary to knit 6 so that the numbers here match. Now after knitting the 6 double crochets, the next 5 I am directly inserting the chain mesh and knitting single crochets. Now I have made a fan and I need to make a net. For this I am pulling my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, and now look at the next fan. After the single crochet I am counting the first double crochet. I am inserting 1, 2, 3. I inserted the third one and attached the file to this point with a single crochet. Now I need to make a fan after the file. I am filling my hook and look, I am passing 2 double crochets and inserting it to the point where the single crochet is right here. We will use this place now. I insert the single crochet and knit 5 double crochets. 1, 2, fly, 4 and 5. I knitted 5 double crochets. The next net point is the wide point and I attach the fan to this point with a single crochet. Now 5 chains, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 chains, look, I am counting the double crochets that come after the single crochet. That is, now I'm counting the first double crochet here. 1, 2, 3. I am sinking, I am knitting the single crochet. Now what did we do? Fan file, fan file. Now the row will be finished with the fan. What am I doing? I am filling my hook. 1, 2, 3. Space is now the last double crochet space. We do not touch the chain. Now since it is the ending point, I am knitting 6 double crochets to this point. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Look. This side will always be a fan like this. In other words, it will be full. For example, it doesn't matter if it's left or right. Look, when I hold it like this, one side will be completely made up of fans like this. On one side, it will progress like a fan, a file, a fan, a file. Now let's move on to the next row. From now on, the logic is the same. We have set up the ground. Knit a small piece as well. Once you understand the logic, you will see how easy it is. At first it may seem a little complicated for beginners, but it is not at all. When you get your hands on it and start, you will see how easy and enjoyable a model it is. Now I pull 1, 2, 3 chains and turn my knitting. I wrapped it around my hook and look at the first space that comes. The ends and beginnings are always the same. I knit 6 double crochets. I do not count the chain as a double crochet. I knit my 6 double crochets into this space. 3, 4, 5 and 6. After knitting my 6 double crochets, look at the fan right below. I count from the next double crochet. We will insert the first, second, third and insert the third stitch each time and knit a single crochet. After the fan, 5 chain file. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I come directly to the 5 chain file space. I am knitting single crochet. Now after knitting my single crochet here, the point I will work will be the single crochet point. I am filling my hook. And look, I am knitting 5 treble crochets on the single crochet here. Why 5? What did we say? 6 treble crochets at the beginning and end. We said that we are working 5 treble crochets in the middle. We will continue 5 chains and 5 treble crochets in this way. Now I am counting from the next fan. I am coming to the first, second, third space, single crochet, 5 chains after the fan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I am coming to the net space immediately. I created my net directly with the single crochet. I'm filling my hook. Look, we are working the single crochet point immediately. I'm inserting into the single crochet point on the right side of the fan here and knitting my 5 treble crochets. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then I count from the double crochet from the next point. 1, 2, 3. I have knitted a single crochet. Now I will finish this place with a file. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains I wrapped around my hook. 1, 2, 3. Point is now the last double crochet, and I am finishing my row with a double crochet by knitted at this point. Look, one side is full while the other side continues as full empty, full empty. The pattern is that enjoyable. Look, let's knit one more row now. I turn my 1, 2, 3 chain knitting. And what were we doing at the beginning in the first space that came? 6 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Repeat. Let's count. 2, 4, 6. I came to the net. Single crochet. After the single crochet, after the fan here, 5 chains. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting from the first treble crochet of the next fan. 1, 2, single crochet in the third. Then I am filling. Look at the single crochet point. It comes to the left of the fan immediately like this. Single crochets will come to the left of the row. We will come to the right of the row and work those points. As I said, when you get your hands on it, you will easily understand the logic. You can definitely start with a small example like me. After understanding the logic, you can do this work with the yarns you want. It is also really beautiful with cotton yarns. Or it will be beautiful with colorful marbled yarns like this. Look, after knitting 5 treble crochets, single crochet in the net point, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. I am counting from the next fan immediately. I am sinking in the third. I wrap the single crochet. I immediately insert the tight needle that comes here and knit 5 treble crochets. 3, 4, 5, then tight needle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. I immediately count the point in the fan 1, 2, 3. I have sunk. Look here, we always finish full. I come to this point and knit 6 treble crochets to the last point because my finishing point is now 3, 4, 5 and I knitted 6 treble crochets to the last point. Then what do? Turn my knitting with 3 chains again and knit 6 treble crochets to the first gap that comes. I start a new row. Now I want to show the edge decoration, because at this point the pattern is now understandable. Look, a row progresses in a full diagonal form like this. It really was a very nice example of open work. Now let's complete this row. I started the edge decoration in this edge row. In other words, in this row where I say 1 full and 1 empty. In other words, in the empty row where there is 1 row of fan and 1 row of net. I will do the edge decoration. Now let's come to this end. You can also start from this end while finishing. Look, we have come to the end of our row here. We finished our row with net. Now after knitting the double crochet, I make a chain here and I immediately knit a single crochet into this space. After the single crochet, I fill in the hook and look here, I come right away. I insert the hook at this point at the bottom of the double crochet and knit 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I didn't hold my hand very tightly while knitting the side double crochets here. If you have difficulty, you can knit 6 double crochets. Now look, we knitted 5 double crochets at the top of the double crochet at this point here. Look right away, there is this point where I knitted the double crochets. I come here, I knit my single crochet right away at the bottom. After the single crochet, I fill in the hook. I knit this double crochet right away. Look at the top of the double crochet. I come right away. I knit my double crochet here again. I knitted a 2, 3, 4, 5 treble crochet. I'm coming right away. Look, I'm coming to the space where we knitted the treble crochets at the bottom, and I'm knitting 1 single crochet. The pattern continues in the same way. Look, we're creating our fans in the form of single crochet, treble crochet. The purpose here is to look at the parts with the pattern, the filled points, the fans to coincide. Right after the single crochet, look, I'm inserting myself into the bottom part right away. At the point where the treble crochet is, I'm knitting my 5 treble crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I knitted my tight stitch to the point I showed again. I am filling. I knit 5 treble crochets to the end point right here. In this way we will come to the sharp end point, that is the point we started from. A little bit here. There is a turn. I want to show this after knitting 5 treble crochets. Let's remember we created a circle with 7 chains here. First, I knit 1 single crochet into this space. Now I fill the same space. I knit 5 treble crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again I come to the same space and knit 1 single crochet. In other words, I make 1 fan on the sharp end part here. Let's not make the body of the treble crochet there too long so that the yarn immediately bulges. Here we knit a single crochet into the last space, 5 treble crochets. We continue. After the single crochet here, look at the next point we will insert. Look at the treble crochets we knitted like this. The top space of the treble crochet, we knitted 6 treble crochets. I knitted this immediately. I knit this point and knit 5 treble crochets again. At this point I knit 2, 3, 4, 5 treble crochets. The next point I will insert. Look at the same point again. I knitted the treble crochets immediately. I attach my fan here with a single crochet at the top of the treble crochet. I am filling my hook, and the next point I will insert will be the bottom of the fan again. Look, the bottom point where we knitted these double crochets. I insert this point and knit 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The next point, look, I knitted the fan again. I inserted the bottom part. I am filling the single crochet. We insert the same spaces right after. 1 single crochet and 5 double crochets into these spaces. We are progressing in the form of 1 single crochet and 5 double crochets. As I said, the model is really easy. The edge decoration also provides integrity with this model. It turned out really nice. Now it is important to show this part here. After knitting the single crochet, I come to the last single crochet here, and I immediately knitted 5. I am knitting the double crochet. I did not want to cut the edge part. Smart, no questions left. Look here, I knitted 2, 4, 5 treble crochets. Without touching the first treble crochet chain here, I knit 1 single crochet to the top of the first treble crochet. After the treble crochet, look at this point, I knitted a single crochet right here. I knit 5 treble crochets to the point, 1, 2, 3. 4 or 5 treble crochets, then I sink into 1, 2, 3. Look, there are treble crochets in front here. I sink into the next 1, 2, 3. Treble crochet and knit a single crochet. We have turned this edge in this way, then I fill in the hook. I will work on the single crochet point here. I pass 2 treble crochets. I knit 5 treble crochets on top of the single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. After 5 treble crochets, I come to the net point. 1 single crochet after the single crochet, but I am filling, and look, we will work on the single crochet there. I knit 5 treble crochets on top of the single crochet, 1 or 2, 3, 4 and 5. There are 5 treble crochets here, 1, 2, 3. Look at the top. We will have passed this part like this. After the treble crochet, I fill with crochet. I pass 2 treble crochets and come to the next treble crochet point, and I knit 5 treble crochets again. It is important to show the finish here, so I'm not cutting this part. As I said, I knitted 5 crochets, single crochet to the net point, 5 crochets to the next single crochet, treble crochet 3, 4 and 5, 1, 2, third treble crochet. When I see a tight crochet, I knit 5 treble crochets 3, 4 and 5. Then when I see a tight crochet in the net, do I knit 5 treble crochets. Now I've come to the third one, and when I see the tight needle, I immediately reach this point. We are knitting 5 treble crochets, 3, 4, 5. I just came net point, single crochet. After the single crochet, we have a treble crochet in this space here. Look, I am knitting 5 treble crochets on the top of the treble crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's remember here, we knitted a treble crochet in this wide space. What am I doing here? I am inserting the first treble crochet into the top, making my slip, pulling a chain and breaking my yarn here. Look, we will smooth it with our hands like this. Finally, I have completed my work with steam and iron. Here we finish. Look, our work is in a triangular shape. As I said, you can also use it as a neck collar. You can also think of it as a back-tooth shawl. It is really a very nice work. Look, I gave the measurements as I said. I have prepared the neck collar shawl in 2 pieces from 1 ball. The model is really a very nice example. Look, we have finished with these fans, and it has provided a nice integrity. Our example was like this in our recipe. I hope you like it and try it too. I wish ease to those who will do it in advance. Don't forget to like our video, leave a comment and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye until we see each other in the next video.